Next, I would like to invite our MC, Podlasly, to the stage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you to the Tsleil-Waututh for welcoming us to Coast Salish territory, Musqueam, Squamish, Tsleil-Waututh. My ancestral name is Tatsha. I'm a member of the Intlakatmuk First Nation, which is part of the interior Salish, about 400 kilometers from here. And it is my honor to be your MC today. My main job today is to make sure that we cover all our material and try and stay on time. So I politely implore you, at times of questions, to remain focused on the question itself. There are over 550 guests here today. If each of you asked a question of 60 seconds, we would be here for 9 hours just for the questions. So please, I apologize in the beginning if I offend you by cutting you off. I would like to set the stage for how we're going to discuss today. At the beginning, if you could back up one slide, there's a Slido application for you to send your questions up when the speakers come. Many of you in here are intimately involved with Indigenous business and culture, commercial aspects. We have a fantastic program of people who are well versed in their subject areas. And at the bottom there, slido.com, UNDRIP 2020. If you don't have the application, please download it now. And the questions will come up on the screen, and we will take them at the panel, each panel's end. So very important. UNDRIP itself was passed passed by the United Nations in 2007. It is now in force in approximately 150 nations around the world. What is happening in British Columbia with the recent legislation, what is about to happen federally with the coming legislation adopting UNDRIP, harmonizing laws, is that it sets a statement of individual and collective rights for Indigenous peoples and the engagement of greater society. That will fundamentally change many aspects of how things are done in British Columbia, in Canada, and around the world. The UNDRIP itself is a guide. It is not directive telling communities or countries or businesses what must be done in dealing with Aboriginal people, but it sets a bar for the protection of Aboriginal rights, both individually and collectively. And by your presence here today, 500 plus of you, it is recognized as a fundamental change in the structure of our society. The 46 articles on UNDRIP cover not just economics, and that is the primary concern of much of this topic today, but it covers life, culture, security, language, education, consultation, lands and resources, development, existing treaties, and self-governance. We will touch on a lot of those topics today, and there will be opportunities to ask questions. Because there are so many people here today, I would highly encourage you to pull speakers aside when they're done at the networking breaks and have a conversation with them if there's a specific issue you want to learn more about. This is meant as a learning exchange, and we thank you for coming.